Welcome everyone, here's another action figure from the Barbie Starlight Adventure. And this is considered a Galaxy boy doll, made with a typical Ken type body, but of course it's got the usual wonderful sculptures that you get from Mattel. Very well made. Even this one though is the top of the body does not have regular clothing on it, and of course the articulation is very minor, and we're going to open this up in a minute. But there's a whole Starlight line, which is a very good line. And, you know, it's really unfortunate that we don't get this kind of positive reinforcement to do something in life and achieve things for males. I mean, these things are directed to females, and the Starlight Adventure has a whole bunch of DVDs, animated DVDs, that are very positive and uplifting and show competition and success. And here's the tagline: you can be anything, Barbie. Meaning they have Barbies of professional people, archaeologists, doctors, lawyers. What do you get from male dolls? Oh, give them guns. There's no scientists. There's no nothing. And why is this? So basically the male dolls and action figures are geared towards just strictly violence. And, you know, we should have things that encourage males to strive to become scientists. And while there certainly can be an action element to it, who wants to sit behind a desk all of your life? Certainly there should be some higher level achievement other than let's go blow things up. And of course that's all you get. And it amazes me that action figures is seen to be effeminate if you have a female action figure. Well, I'm a guy, I wouldn't buy one of those. Isn't that a little gay? Shouldn't you have female action figures that you're playing with? Because after all, that's what you want to do when you're an adult. You want to play with females if you're straight. So the whole idea, what is that? What is the point there? It seems to me that that is very bizarre. And secondly, every single one are creatures blowing things up and all got guns. Well, I don't have any problems with that, but there should be the scientist armed guy. You know, has to protect his lab from invaders. Why don't we have that? We don't in any way try and do that. It's all violence, and we continue to stay in that. And even educated people fall back in, well, that's cool to be a jerk and be violent. Now, it's amazing how everybody is taking martial arts now, particularly people who are considered more in the less sophisticated areas. So here we go. This is considered Galaxy boy doll. There's this whole series of these, and here we show that the vest does come off of here if you want to put other things on. This is a standard 12-inch doll, and all the accessories for 12-inch dolls should work. Let's open this up and take a look at it. Get this off of here. So the usual packaging here. Take this off to the side. And as I said, you can see the very limited articulation. This is hard plastic. You can't put anything in the hands here. Just rip this off here. And it's a very typical, very primitive. I think these were inexpensive. This was thrown in with something else I had purchased. It's hard plastic. You can't grip anything with the hands. So this is a very much of a posable figure only. And there are sets you can pose this with. And so you're not really going to be able to bend this in any condition. It doesn't have cloth pants, which I'm assuming if you wanted to use this on some other figure. It's got these kind of boots, if that fits, because you know, making your own little specialized action figures is certainly something that is always preferable to a large extent. You know, make something of your own. And here, this just clips off here, and it's got this hard plastic body again. And this is about all this figure does. And of course the legs move a little bit. But the only thing it does is the arms here. Nothing else really is movable on here. And of course, most of the kits there, that's the kind of figures that this particular line comes out with. And this is a futuristic space line, which is quite nice. And it has its own little castle type thing. It deals with that. This, of course, just presses on here like this. The head sculpture is soft. I guess the neck moves around. The neck moves around, and that's about it. And it even has a little trouble wee bit standing up problems. But it's it's a basic cool figure if you're looking for something to go with that. And of course it does go with that other line. And this is these limited articulation that is typical of Ken and Barbie. And because, they're fashion dolls. You're supposed to be changing uniforms, not necessarily putting them in action positions. But they do have very articulated figures, which are going to be showing you one in the near future that was made by Mattel. Mattel hasn't been able to break through in the 12-inch design in terms of for the G.I. Joe type things. But they have done it with the wrestling and other things. And certainly this is a cool figure looking, but it has very limited, as I said, almost no articulation in terms of being able to use it, etc. But it depends what you want to use it for. Make sure you like and subscribe. We have lots of classic vintage toys and action figures coming up soon. Stay tuned.